Some mountains rise from the clash of earth and fire, but some are born from broken hearts, from curses, and from secrets too long buried. In the misty highlands of West Java, Indonesia, there lies a volcano called Tangkuban Perahu, which translates to the upside down boat. It looks pretty quiet nowadays, but the ground holds memory. And what memory, you ask? Well, it is a memory of a mother who loved too deeply, a son who sought truth but found betrayal, and a fable that turned into stone. Hi, my name is Dimas Rasyid, and I want to tell you the story that's famous to be described as deeply tragic and utterly sad. It's just an awful yet poetic at the same time. And if you're curious, then stick around because this is no simple folk tale. This is the story of the witch of Tangkuban Perahu. In a peaceful kingdom once ruled by the Sundanese people, there lived a noble woman named Dayang Sumbi. She was as brilliant as she was beautiful, and she spent her days weaving the most intricate clothes ever seen. But even though she lived in a grand home on the edge of a forest, her heart felt hollow. She had no husband, no child, only her loom, her desperate thoughts, and a loyal dog named Tumang, who never left her side. But Tumang was no ordinary dog. He was a guardian spirit sent by the gods, half beast, half celestial being, assigned to protect Dayang Sumbi specifically from the shadows. One afternoon, as she worked, her weaving shuttle, the Torak, slipped from her hand and rolled down the hill. She looks down as it's falling and sighs, whispering an omen to herself. Oh, whoever brings me back my shuttle shall be rewarded thoroughly. And if it is a man, I shall marry him, she said. It was a vow of desperation, not expectation, and to her astonishment, Tumang appeared with the shuttle in his mouth. Dayang Sumbi was shaken, but she had spoken her sacred words, and to break her vow would bring misfortune, she believes. And so, she honored it in secret. She accepted Tumang as her husband, and no one ever knew. And not long after, she gave birth to a son, and she named him Sangkuriang. Sangkuriang grew into a curious and adventurous child. He was bold, skilled in archery, and incredibly strong, traits he inherited from his divine father he never knew, because Dayang Sumbi never told him the truth. To the boy, Tumang was just a strange, silent dog that followed him around everywhere. Not anything else more than that. No, if only he knew. And one day, Sangkuriang was given a task to go hunting in the forest. Dayang Sumbi gently said, "Take Tumang with you, okay? He will be there to guide and protect you, but promise me, do not hurt him, understand?" And Sangkuriang responded, "Of course, mother, why would I? I will bring you the finest deer meat," he said. But after hours and hours of chasing shadows, he found no prey, no deer, no boar, nothing. Frustrated and tired, he looked at Tumang with a sinister look. "Useless mutt, I cannot go back with nothing. Mother will be disappointed. Sorry, old friend, I have no other option." Driven by desperation, he raised his bow and killed Tumang on the spot. The dog screamed and pleaded, its blood is everywhere. The guilt is there, but it's overridden with hunger. "Look, Mom, I've brought meat for dinner," he said after he went back home, his proudly carrying the meat from his hunt, quote unquote. "Oh, great, but where is Tumang?" She suspiciously looked around to find the dog, but he's nowhere to be seen. Dayang Sumbi's smile vanished after she noticed the meat. She recognized the fur, the blood, her heart starting to collapse. I, I used him, there was no other animal, he said, like it's not a big deal. But she just stood there. Her grief slowly turned into rage, and she grabbed a ladle from the kitchen and struck him on the forehead. You've killed your own father, you wicked child. You're cursed. Leave my sight forever. A red scar bloomed on Sangkuriang's forehead. Stunned, betrayed, and heartbroken, he ran into the forest and never looked back. Years turned into decades. Sangkuriang wandered across kingdoms, forgotten lands, and jungles. He grew into a powerful man, skilled in magic, combat, and the dark arts of spirits. But he never forgot the pain, nor the woman who caused it. Meanwhile, Dayang Sumbi, overcome with sorrow, repent every single day. She prayed to the gods for peace, and they gave her a strange blessing. And that blessing is the eternal youth. She remained forever young, weaving quietly, hidden in the mists of the mountains, until eventually a handsome traveler came to her cottage, and they ended up flirting with each other. You weave like the morning sun itself, Sangkuriang smiles. She giggles. Spare me your compliment, dear traveler. Neither recognized the other. He changed, but she didn't age. They talked, they laughed, they walked along rivers together, and in time, he asked her for her hand. Let me make you my wife. I feel as if I've known you forever, he said. And she replied, You speak too soon, but your presence feels strangely familiar. As she combed his hair one evening, she saw it. She saw the scar. The same one she had left on his forehead. Her hands trembled. No, it cannot be that scar. It's you. She looked into his eyes and knew the truth. You are Sangkuriang. You are my son. Liar! What are you even saying? He says furiously. It is true. I'm your mother. We cannot do this. Then fate has brought me back. You denied me once, but I will not be denied again, he said, furiously and screaming. And to delay him, Dayang Sumbi made a final gamble. If you truly wish to marry me, then prove your love. Build a great boat and dam the river to flood the valley. Finish it before the roosters crows at dawn. Sangkuriang smiled. So be it. And when the sun rises, you shall be my bride, he said proudly. He climbed to the mountain and summoned dark spirits, giants, demons, ancestral guardians. Trees fell like matchsticks. Rocks were stacked. The river swelled. The boat, massive, carved from an enchanted tree, began to take shape. By the hour before dawn, it was almost done. It was almost finished. And terrified, Dayang Sumbi ran into the villagers. Light fires, wake the roosters, she screamed. And the villagers, in panic, they started burning dry haze and banged all the drums, and the roosters starts to crow. The sky was still dark, but the spirits fled, thinking dawn has arrived. Sangkuriang turned and saw failure. His rage exploded. You tricked me again. And with a godlike fury, he kicked the enormous boat. It tumbled, flipped, and crashed into the earth, becoming what we know now as Tangkuban Perahu, the upside-down boat. Thank you for listening to the story of the Witch of Tangkuban Perahu. Hope you guys like it and enjoy your weekend, everyone.